Hello, my name is Andrew Karamaji. I'm a lawyer, community organizer, and budding scholar. My interests span constitutional law, human rights law, public interest litigation, and public policy.
My name is Asha Jafar. I am a journalist, a Kenyan, and also an activist.
Climate justice is just one of those things that's actually increasingly going to become more dicey, volatile, and dangerous to talk about. Why? This climate justice effort or campaign attacks about 500 top global multinationals, companies, whose net worth, whose political power, influence, connections, and profit margins are certainly going to be challenged by a campaign like this one.
Hi, my name is Manal. I'm from Palestine. I'm the International Advocacy Officer of Stop the Wall campaign, a Palestinian grassroots organization. My activist work is twofold. On the ground in Palestine, I am part of the grassroots movement to strengthen the steadfastness of Palestinians in Area C in the West Bank.
My name is Anindya Restuviani. People call me Bibi. I am a feminist activist based in Indonesia or from Indonesia. The main issues that I'm working on within activism is gender-based violence.
My name is Hadi Yakubu, Movement Coordinator for Africans Rising, a Pan-African movement of people, social movements, activists, organizations working for unity, justice, peace, and dignity for all Africans everywhere.
I'm Mohamed Lamin Sadikan. I'm Pan-Africanist, a government human rights and environmental rights activist.
There are a lot of opportunities when we are talking about digital platforms, especially in terms of activisms. The way that my organization, Jakarta Feminist Start, also from an online or digital platform space. But especially when we are trying to reach out to a wider audience, wider community, Indonesia as one of the most populated countries in the world, and I think one of the countries that use a lot of digital platforms, and I think there's an opportunity for us to raise awareness and all of that stuff.
My name is Mamuswe Utswabi from Serapeng Sabasadi in Watterdal, Gauteng province. In Serapeng Sabasadi, we planting into vegetables. We also planting herbs. So we promoting the herbal use because we are aware that the usage of tablets is not good at all for people. So what needs to be done for our world to be better, to change things, is to respect nature. If only we can respect nature, then things will be alright. And please, if also we can consider to do away with capitalist system, because capitalism is the one who came with all this problem that we have now. So let's do away with capitalist system.
The Power to Voices platform has come at an opportune time to fill a gap that has existed for a long time. Activists have been yearning to have a secure and safe platform where they can interact, connect, access resources, and learn new skills without looking over their shoulders.
Part of my international advocacy work is campaigning and working on social media, updating social media with information from Palestine in order to expose Israeli crimes to the world, but more importantly, in order to raise Palestinian voices and the challenges that Palestinians face in general around the world, especially in the West.
I think arts is something that all over the world is not respected, especially in Africa, because arts is seen as an alternative of failure. Like you've gone to school, you haven't gotten a good grade, so you go into arts. But for us, what we do is every time we have like an organizing, like let's say a community organizing, we make sure there's an artist performing, there's poetry, there's like someone singing, there's someone selling their painting and things like that. But I'd say like continue. Africa is getting there. Like we have artists in Kenya who sang about the post-election violence. We've had artists like in Uganda and Tanzania who organized through songs and stuff. So I feel like let's continue with speaking the truth to power through arts and music.
My activism actually goes both online and offline, but the online part of it comes along with some innovative, use of tools in terms of organizing and be able to mobilize people to really act. But there are, various challenges because then these digital spaces are not much safe anymore for activists. There have been serious surveillance methods that have been put in different countries that activists are being tracked and been recorded, being followed, and then it makes digital activism become a big challenge because then our lives are in threat.
Power to Voices is an important platform that all the oppressed and all those whose voices are being stifled, it can be an alternative platform that we need. It also challenges any attempts to make our stories unheard.
I can totally see how the Power to Voice bringing not only platform but actually also benefiting the activism that I do, because I think in Indonesia and I think generally within global perspective, we experience a big shrinking civic space. It's not only that the civic space itself is not existing, but also the way that it's getting more and more unsafe.
The message I have is that we must connect all these campaigns, be they about animal rights, be they about climate justice, freedom of expression, association, movement, assembly. All these things should be combined because at the end of the day, this is an issue that relates to inequality. And if we keep these things separate, at the end of the day, we lose sight of the fact that what we are up against is a question between the haves and the have-nots, not whether you are a campaigner for climate justice, a campaigner for electoral reforms, or a campaigner for an independent judiciary or a free press. We all must unite these causes, combine them into one huge movement, and that way we can manage risks, we can mitigate against the backlashes that we see, the reprisals that we experience, and that way prosecute the struggle much better.